6,400 miles from Cincinnati, Ohio, is the country of Iraq, a Middle Eastern country located between Iran, Syria, and Saudi Arabia. The majority of Iraqi citizens are of the Islamic religion. Islam is based on their religious book, the Quran, and is a works-oriented religion. Unlike Christianity, the Islamic religion establishes the strict political, legal, and social behaviors of Muslims. The official language of Iraq is Arabic, and many dialects are spoken throughout the country. Due to the 17 to 22% Kurd population, Kurdish is spoken in the northern regions of Iraq. Along with deep-rooted religion, Iraqi people value loyalty, honor, and respect, especially when it comes to the family unit. The structure of the family is just as strict as the Islamic religion and is organized by patriarchy and hierarchy. The husband or father makes all decisions. Women and children are expected to obey and serve as subordinates without question. Greetings in Iraq are more formal with more rules than in American culture. It is impolite to greet someone with his first name unless that person is a close friend or shares the same social status. Men usually greet each other with a handshake and kisses on the cheek in most situations. It is important to note that men are not permitted to speak with women unless they have asked permission from a woman's husband or father. Doing otherwise is frowned upon and offensive to social norms. Americans have a number of phrases they use to greet people, such as hello or good morning. In Iraq, the common greeting is assalamu alaikum, meaning peace be with you. Iraq is a high-context culture, meaning that speaking directly can be considered rude. Iraqis avoid being loud and boisterous in public so as not to embarrass themselves or dishonor their family. Taking the indirect or roundabout approach in conversations is more common, and speaking tends to be more complimentary so as not to be discourteous. Americans tend to give each other plenty of space when communicating, which is not the same in Iraq. An arm's length of space or less is common among a conversation between men, and touching is also prevalent. Eye contact is important, but can be considered insulting if overly used. Eye contact with the opposite sex is considered harassment or flirting and is not acceptable. For formal situations, a jacket with a full suit is most appropriate. In more casual situations, or negotiations between people who know each other well, a pair of slacks and a collared shirt is common. Women, in all situations of this sort, should be dressed conservatively and formally at all times. Americans keep to strict schedules. In Iraq, people are more lenient with their time. Being a few minutes late to a meeting is not seen as rude in most situations, but it should be taken into consideration that Iraqis usually engage in small talk before negotiating in business. Creating a personal relationship with the business prospect is just as important as the business deal itself. A couple small details to note about doing business with someone from Iraq. It is considered rude to point with one finger at someone, just as it is in the American culture. Pointing with your whole hand is more appropriate. Also, sitting with the bottom of your shoe or foot showing to the person you are speaking with is considered disrespectful and should be avoided. It is important to remember that because of recent events in Iraq, The war-torn country should be considered dangerous, and extreme caution should be taken when traveling within the country. The ongoing civil war between the Shiites and the Sunnis and the recent invasion of ISIS throughout the country have created a hostile environment for anyone trying to do business in Iraq.